Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Beyond the Hub podcast. I'm Nick.
And I'm Brandon. We're excited to have you join us for today's 30-minute live stream.
Huh, yeah, there we are, aren't we?
Yeah, very excited.
That's right. So grab yourself a drink, relax, and get ready to dive into the supernatural with us. Welcome to Weekly Paranormal Picks, Episode 2.
But before we dive on in to our first submission, let's take a quick look back at some of the highlights from last week's content. In our recent episodes of Beyond the Hub podcast, we delved into 3 pretty intriguing cursed locations. In episode 1, we explored the not-so-secret Skinwalker Ranch in northeastern Utah, renowned for its UFO phenomenon and mysterious occurrences. In episode 2, we journeyed to the haunting Aokigahara Forest, also known as the Suicide Forest, located in Japan. I nailed it.
It was good that time.
I nailed it. Located in Japan, where tragedy and folklore intertwine amidst its dense foliage. Finally, in episode 3, we uncovered the eerie history of the Island of the Dead Dolls in Mexico City's canals, where hundreds of dolls envelop the island. The island is shrouded in legends of hauntings and curses.
Now, we want to welcome everyone who has joined us from movies, music, and monsters. We're incredibly grateful for the shout out from my stepdad's YouTube channel. So make sure you check him out. And thanks for being here.
Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. That's brand new. Okay, so now that we're all caught up, let's jump into our first pick of the day. Drum roll, please.
All right, what do we have here?
Our first Facebook group submission of the week.
Kayla, hello. Is it going to load? Oh, there it is. All right, let's switch over to that.
What do we got here?
129,000 members. Where were we at? 128 last week?
I think it was 127.
127? Oh my gosh, the growth is amazing from this group.
Yes.
Now this one, look at this. Any ideas? These have been lightened, so that I believe that's the only editing done to these. So we'll click on these one by one.
That looks like somebody squatting and taking a dookie.
Jesus. First off, what could that be?
That looks like, I mean, it looks okay.
It literally looks like a
okay.
kid.
Just without going into the paranormal real quick, just it could be a lens flare or a speck of water, a drop of water on something. But with that being said, I think that is not a light. It shapes too much like a person. Like it has a bipedal humanoid form to it. Squatting. Looks like it's squatting.
Yeah.
Getting ready to take a dookie.
Oh my gosh. I want to say hi to G Ortega, Chelsea. I have plenty of stories. We'd like to hear them, so definitely share those. Han, am I getting that right? Greetings from the Czech Republic. Amazing. Thank you for stopping by. Crow Scrap. Hello again. How are you?
Crow Scrap. I like that.
Crow Scrap. I can't speak today. Do you also, Juan says, am I saying that right?
I think it's either
John
Hussar.
You also investigate paranormal life. I used to, not so much anymore, but we're starting to get back into that. I love sharing videos to this page, says Christina. Thank you so much for your continued support in here. Hey, from Michigan, thank you. Sorry, this is my hubby. It's Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
Hi, Tammy. Got some other people saying hellos. Let me go to this other picture. So this is obviously it's moved now.
It rotated because it wants to show you its.
This I don't know. This looks like
it's bunda.
I'm sorry. What?
The yacht. I don't know. What do the kids say these days?
What do you mean kids?
Level. I don't know, man. It's like the what are they? Generation Z. What's the generation after millennials?
Are you talking to me?
The Zoomers. Yeah, the Generation Z.
Oh, Zoomers?
Yeah. That's they say the Gyat, right?
Okay, we're enough out of this. Let's go to the that's
a level
let's switch
1
back.
Gyat.
That's enough out of you.
No.
You're looks like someone taking a dookie.
See, that's what I said.
Stop
Looks
it.
Like someone taking
Stop
a dookie.
encouraging him
No,
now.
we're having fun here, okay? We're laughing.
Look at all these people. It looks like a little girl. Yeah, you proud of yourself now? You proud of yourself?
Listen, I don't think it looks like a little girl, so I feel like I'm justified.
A fairy. Someone says it. Wait, where is it?
Wait,
showing
go
up?
back to the picture. Let's see if it does look like a fairy. I don't know that they mentioned that because
Fairy godparent?
I can see the fairy.
I can see Wanda.
But like move the
Cosmo?
cursor over to the left, right there.
Right
It
there?
looks like a hand.
This looks
like it's bracing itself on its knees.
it looks like it's like 3 feet.
Yeah,
It's
the
like
feet
one foot,
does look like
2
it's
foot,
floating.
and then like
But what if it's like because it's a spiritual form or it's a whatever this entity is? I believe it's an entity of some kind. Whatever it is, maybe it's like ethereal form and it's not fully actualized into a physical form. So, or maybe it's not even there in a physical form, and it's like just is that a video camera? It looks like it's from a live recording.
it definitely looks like it belongs in the picture. It doesn't appear to be like placed into the photo.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. What do we got? We got
Pudge,
says
so Pudge Wookie.
maybe it's holding something. A
Bridget says,
goblin or something.
Bridget, hello from Texas. Lavender. Am I saying that right? Evans? A goblin or something. Yeah, that's a possibility.
Bridget says it's a Pudge Wookie, maybe. I love the word Pudge Wookie. I love the name Pudge Wookie. It's just so fun to say. Pudge Wookie looks like a leprechaun
It's a girl with a white dress.
without its hat. Wait, does
fairy-
it have a hat?
Yeah, it does look like a little something.
Yeah, it's got a little hat.
I could see a hat there.
It's a gremlin goblin spirit that is taking a dookie.
Okay. Let's look more in the comments. See what the first one, the whatever sitting in an imaginary chair. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Maybe it's sitting on
And the first one, maybe. And the second one, I don't think so.
a mommy fairy with her small child.
Interesting.
Okay.
So 2 people say it looks like fairies.
It's elderly female. Who says that? Christina? No. Cynthia. Cynthia looks like an elderly female. Just wondering what was used to capture this image. A baby monitor. Jeez.
Honestly, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of funny the way, like, it seems like they're asking as like a joking type of question, but like in all seriousness, it does kind of look like, because it's not like a Ring camera, unless you put a Ring camera in the middle of your room.
Oh, someone says this is just someone who's seen this before. No, great. I'll check it out. However, I'm not doing this for attention. It's okay to be respectful. Or it could be just the same person sharing it on multiple platforms.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's copy pasta. I mean, that's what I do. I share stuff to all the groups.
Someone
fact,
says
I'm
it
doing that
looks
right
like
now.
a Demi Karen. In the
Demi
comments.
Lovato?
Karen says it looks like a demi demon. The first pic shows its short wings and bowed legs.
Let's click on it again. First picture.
I can kind of see tiny little wings, but like
Tiny little
I
itty bitty
wouldn't
wings?
have. I didn't see that before it was suggested to me. So
No.
no. Oh, we got
What do we got? Chelsea.
Chelsea. Apologize if we're butchering your name.
Yeah,
she
come
says,
on.
I think it's a small girl trying to get her other younger sibling out of the room. You can see 2 feet, probably trying to protect the younger sibling. That actually makes more sense than someone squatting and taking a dookie.
Someone just grabbing.
I do see 3 feet, and you do kind of. It looks like there's
2, 3. Wait, what is this right here?
another foot.
The dookie, perhaps.
Hey,
I'm just sorry.
You
Stop.
embrace the
Stop.
dookie.
Stop. Okay. All right.
I can see. I can see the 2.
Don't say you can see a dookie.
The 2 entities.
Oh,
It's
okay,
like someone
entities.
trying to take their younger sibling out. Like I kind of see that in the first picture, because in the front of the. Well, let me make sure I'm in frame. You got the main subject, and they're squatted, and it looks like they're bending over, grabbing something. The front. The front. I can't. The chat is so funny. The second entity that Chelsea said she saw, I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, in a situation like this, people are going to see what they see first, what comes to mind, and then once other people's ideas come out, you like your initial perception of the image can be changed because you're adding someone else's perception into that and being like, oh wait, because you're going into that looking for something. So I can see like two of the, I can see Goblin, I can see Pudge Wookie, I can see elderly female, I can see Leprechaun, I can see small girl trying to get her other younger sibling. Like I can see all of it.
It's all based on perception.
Yeah. But at the end of this, I definitely think there's undeniably an entity there.
It's undeniably something. Well, now that we're on the next one, someone just shared a nice story in here. It's not going to show up who actually said this right now, but we can read it off here. You want to?
Oh yeah, sure.
Take a look at that.
So,
I'm going to continue to.
Someone shared, when I was younger, me and my family went away camping. My aunties decided they wanted to go to the shop. This would have been around 9 p.m. Me and my older sister wanted to go with them. So they took us to get to the shop, petrol station. We had to walk through a field, climb over a bush fence, and down a dark country lane. So halfway down this country lane, a group of women appeared, stopped my auntie, and told her to grab us, run, and hide in a bush. My auntie panicked and did just that. We heard a van speeding past a few moments later. We came out of our hiding spot, and these women were nowhere to be seen. The lane was a straight run in front of us and behind us. These women literally disappeared. My aunties got freaked out and took us back to our campsite. The next day, we found out the garage we were going to was robbed, and the employee was shot. Wow, that's crazy. Sounds like they were saved by some angels.
Does sound like that.
Right?
I just want to give credit to whoever said that, but for some reason, it's not showing up.
Popping up.
It's on Facebook,
unfortunately.
But eventually it'll pop up.
You sure it's not because it's too long of a post?
No, it should still show up.
No.
Let's continue on here with our next.
All right. Onward and forward from the Dookie pick.
Oh, this is a video. I'm going to let this play. So last week I asked someone to share a story of the Thunderbird.
Oh, the guy who was talking about the Bridgewater Triangle?
Yeah. I watched the whole thing. I'm going to play part of it until we stop it, but it was super, super interesting that he took the time to make this video for us.
Well, thank you very much. I think it's Harry. His name's Harry,
yes.
Right?
I'm going to try to format this. I don't know why it won't. Well, let's click it.
So I was asked to share my Thunderbird experience that I had when I was 14. I call it a Thunderbird because that's what everyone refers it to. However, I look at it more as if it was a very large condor, maybe a cryptid condor of some kind. But here's my story. When I was 14 in the year 1996, many moons ago, me and a childhood friend of mine, we used to ride our bikes on the west side of Brockton, Massachusetts. It's where I grew up. And we used to ride our bikes around the old neighborhood. And one particular area where we used to love to ride our bicycles was behind Brockton High School. They used to have old quad trails, which are actually filled in now. But we used to ride up and down the old quad trails. And one day we got off our bikes, I forget why. We were in the sand pit part. And I was talking to my friend Troy. And he looks up in the sky, and he goes, "Oh, shit," and he runs off into the tall grass. And here I am thinking, well, what does he see? So as I turned around, the trees were blowing like crazy, all the brush was blowing like crazy, all the tall grass, and it sounded like a car driving on all four flat tires. And I look up in the sky, and I see this big, massive bird that resembled the condor from King Kong, the original King Kong in, I think, 1930s.
Whoa.
And this bird was flying about 3 stories up. Each wing was probably a little larger than a 78 Lincoln Town Car, for those of you who remember that car. Anyway, his torso was massive. And the creature looked very old. It was missing fur, had patches of fur. The spots that were bald looked like old, brown, worn-out suede. And I can remember this bird. It was about 3 stories up. It was flying towards me. And I just remember thinking to myself, oh God, this bird is huge. I hope he doesn't mistake me for a worm and scoop me up and carry me on his way. But for some strange reason, this bird, it's very hard to explain. This bird looked like it didn't belong. It saw me, but it's like it wasn't there, or I wasn't there. It kind of looked like it was looking at me, but beyond me, like I wasn't there. And I just, for some reason, I knew that this bird.
Maybe the bird, the thunderbird he saw was not aware that he himself could see the bird.
Could see him.
Maybe that's why he was looking at him like, that's strange. That human's looking at me. Huh. He can't see me.
He can't see me.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Looking through him, looking past him.
Bird would just continue flying over me. I wasn't really paranoid anymore. And as it flew over me, it had like knotted up fur with twigs caught in it and cobwebs. And again, that's one of the reasons why the creature looked very old. And as it flew over me, the fur went everywhere. Picture a cattail in the marsh. When you open it up, all that fur, all that cotton that goes everywhere, that's what it looked like.
Just pause it right there. If that would have happened to me, I mean, who knows what you actually would do in that situation.
Right.
But if there was like literal evidence, or like I seen a Bigfoot, or if I need to see some sort of cryptid or something, I would have grabbed that. I would grab that evidence.
Yeah.
But maybe, who knows what you're going to do in that situation? There could be life or death when you're seeing something real. Like he's experienced something, he's described it in his accounts.
Like if you saw a Bigfoot, let's go scarier. If you saw a dog man or a werewolf, right, and it was, I don't know, 50 yards from you, but you can confirm, like, there's not beyond a shadow of a doubt that was a dog man, and it flees. Would you go to where it was standing to see if you can gather fur or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're crazy, dude.
Absolutely.
You're crazy.
Because and then I wouldn't be crazy.
That's I think you're crazy for doing it, but I don't think you're crazy for believing that they're real.
Yeah.
I think that's less crazy.
Let's play on a little bit more. And then we got some other stories from the group.
And the other thing that was weird about this bird was it was very in sync. Each wing flapped at the same time. It never changed altitude. It never went, to the left, to the right. It always stayed on one course. And it flew by me going towards the Hockomock Swamp. Now, what is the Hockomock Swamp? Well, I'll get into that in a minute. So anyway, my friend Troy came out of hiding and he's like, Harry, did you see the size of that bird? That was massive. And I'm just like, yeah, I saw it. I wasn't scared, even though a little part of me was. So I want to say the next day, I told my mother about the story, and, she thought because I was a young kid, any bird would look, massive in the sky to me. So me and my friend, we kind of forgot about it over the years. We never really talked about it. It was like a forgotten memory. And now this was in 1996. So years later, in 2007, me and a couple buddies of mine, we were bored, and my buddy was looking up online. He was looking up online about haunted places, and I can remember the date. It was April 14th, 2007. It was a Saturday. And
I think he continues to talk about another experience that that they had, but it was also in that same area. And then eventually he says that his other, they kind of explain what they saw. Mm-hmm. But definitely check out his video. This is Harry Green Jr. He's got a YouTube channel as well, where he explains all that stuff. From Brockton, Massachusetts. Could you tell who's from Massachusetts?
Yes.
Could you?
I love accents, man. Especially when they're so significant that you can tell where someone's from.
He sounds like a genuine, cool dude.
Yeah, he does. Thank you for sharing that with us, Harry.
We got this very long story here. Do you want to take this one, or you want me to take this one?
I got it. So we can't really see who's sharing this with us, but a Facebook user says, so a few weeks ago, I was cleaning a house and I kept feeling like a woman was walking up behind me. Turned around and no one was there. This goes on for hours as it's an empty house and it's a move out clean. I'm alone. My mop was outside as to not leave wet marks. I go get it, mop, turn around, and the door was open. I was like, weird. I know I closed it. Then I saw a shadow pull back into the master bedroom. I was like freaking out. I try and finish the house, and in my bucket there was my rags, which of course I was not leaving laying around as to, again, not leave wet marks. I walked through the kitchen to see what's left and come back to my rags on the floor. I was like, okay, I'm done. I went to the door and said loudly, I'm leaving, bye! Told my friend the general feeling I got was a woman was not happy with my cleaning. The next day, I was talking to the owner and wasn't going to say anything about what happened until she starts telling me her mother died in that house in the master bedroom and that she was very particular about how her house was cleaned. I then told the lady my experience, and she started laughing and said that was totally my mom. She even held the door open for you to leave. So yeah, that's just one of many. That's crazy. Hilarious.
Wow.
We got
I got a few more.
Chelsea asking, this is the first time I've watched you guys. Are you specific to ghosts and cryptids? Because I have ghost stories and I have seen Bigfoot.
Just replied to her. I said we have a lot of we talk about anything paranormal.
Yep.
And we're actually going to be talking about Bigfoots in the next month or so. We go on, various topics every week. They're all on YouTube, so be sure to check those out. We go into much more detail about, all the things, but this past week, what did we talk about? Cursed locations. Yep. And the ones
coming up this weekend
is we don't want to spoil Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon. No, we got some good stuff coming up for this week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm
excited.
I would have taken a pic. Yes. But I don't think he had a camera back then or something. Wait, what in what reference? I would have definitely taken a pic of something.
Talking about the Thunderbird, if Crow's talking about the Thunderbird, Tammy. I don't think 1996. He's a kid. I don't think it's like he has access to unless he carried what were those Kodak cameras?
Yeah.
The little disposable ones. Unless he carried one of those around with him, but I didn't when I was a kid. I was just getting into trouble, exploring the woods, looking for aliens and stuff.
For alien. So let's go to our final post or submission. That is the same exact video. All right, I clicked the wrong one. There we go. Okay, let me switch this back. Hold on. Yeah, Polaroid. Who said that?
That was Tammy.
Thank you, Tammy.
Thank you, Tammy.
This is the group for anyone that is not already in the group right now. This is where we're streaming from. We have 877. We got 2 new subscribers. Thank you so much.
Hey.
That is crazy. We went from 500 to that many just because my stepfather shared us. So make sure you check him out. Movies, Music, and Monsters on YouTube if you're into all that stuff.
Chelsea says, I think my ghost stories would be too long to post. I'd have to explain over a phone call. I mean, that is something that we are in discussions of. We're trying to figure out the logistics behind having more interview type episodes that we could put on our channel.
We have some good ones coming up.
We have some good ones that we would like to do that are coming up. Hopefully, we're just ironing out the wrinkles on how to make that happen. But
eventually, a call-in type of thing would be cool.
That would be awesome. If you want to message, does Beyond the Hub?
Yeah, you can message
podcast,
Beyond.
Yeah, accept messages as the group.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You just go right in the Facebook and just send a message
on Beyond the Hub podcast on Facebook. Message that Facebook group or page, and you can share in the message a long story or arrange how we could get together via a video call or a phone call. And if you give us the consent, we can post the interview and share your stories.
There we are, right there. Who just said Anne Marie, hello from Darwin, Australia. How are you doing today? Even if it's just private, no worries. Yeah, definitely. We'd love to hear it. Let's go to Chrissy Edworthy. They said, these photos were taken on my daughter's phone. I did try to clear up the photo, but I definitely see something. What do you think? Let's go to the first photo here.
Oh, it looks like a shadow.
Are you right by the door?
Yeah.
It's definitely something right. You obviously see the outline of something right
I
there.
think I see two.
You see two, or you think that? Well, they take a picture of the outside. I don't know if the. Let's go to the next photo. All right, this is just in a different light. There's
Looks like
definitely something
right there, but
there.
it looks like they're holding hands with something next to them, like side by side.
It could be clothes. You'll see in this next photo that right here is what I was indicating, where this jacket right here might might be part of it. I'm not saying it is it, but it might be part of it.
That's the same hallway.
That's I don't think this is just. I think this is outside of the room. So like this is the room. This is the hallway, because it that's obviously totally different from.
Oh, I see.
So this is another photo, or is this the same photo? Just a bunch of different. Okay. So this is all lit up. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anne Marie, I get bothered everywhere.
I have personally seen shadow figures.
Yes.
Well, it was the same shadow figure in multiple occasions. It definitely made sure I knew it was the same guy repeatedly torturing me. But, well, I should say tormenting me, not torturing. That is not like what I saw, but it is not different than reports that I've heard of other people's experiences where they will see a tall, slender, extremely dark black shadow figure. Sometimes it's a hat. They wear a hat, and it's a hat man. They call it the hat man. Sometimes it's just shadow figures. But I think that is likely to be a shadow figure.
It's definitely something. It's blocking out the light.
Yeah.
It is a physical thing, whether it being, and again, this looks like it belongs in the photo. I've seen a lot of Photoshop stuff where they just
the
look terrible.
graininess matches the entire photo. It's consistent throughout the entire photo.
I wonder if they use the same baby monitor as in the first one, as someone commented. I'm just joking, of course. Wonder what do you guys think about that one? Who else says it? R. Yvette. How you doing? Hello. Thank you for joining us. Let's see what some of the comments are saying. First off,
Man without head.
Devil. It looks like an old man, maybe a granddad or a man who once lived in that house. I'm not sure how people come to some conclusions they do, but I welcome any.
Right.
Yeah.
Like where's the supporting evidence of that?
Anne Marie, definitely a figure or something. Yeah, it's definitely something there. I think a lady died there. Okay. Oh, that's the author of it.
Yeah.
I think a died here. Okay. What is this?
Oh,
someone's just highlighting the possibility of it being like a devil horn.
I did not see that, but I can see how they're seeing that.
Where is this in reference to? Is this?
The lighter areas look like it's the light in the background.
Now I got to go back to where. Yeah, that's just the. I believe that's just the background, because if we switch to a lighter image of it, or like the brightest image, it definitely. That's definitely a good idea.
But now I can't unsee that demon head.
Just message you. Thank you.
I can't unsee it.
Thank you, Jess. We'll look at that right after. It's definitely a ram-headed man thing. Someone.
Someone's finger holding a paper doll? Okay.
I don't know. Seems like there's... Oh, yep. All right. Now I'm not sleeping tonight. Thank you for that. Yeah. Thanks, Witty. Paranormal investigator. How far is this located at? There we go. That's it right there.
That's it.
Clear 4K.
As day.
No, this is the author. She just zoomed in on it. But yeah, I believe there's definitely something there. I don't know what you guys.
I'm leaning more towards a shadowy figure or shadow figure more than the like demon horned figure.
Someone that's not showing up yet, but someone said, "Wow, that would take some time. I've had a few. Keep the indispensable pics coming in. True ghost stories are never believed." Exactly, like that. We were saying that earlier, and it's going to be in our future podcast. Even if you handpick someone and you showed him absolute proof of something of the paranormal, there would still be one person there that says, "Yeah, yeah, right, yeah,
that didn't happen.
Okay,
that's not real.
Okay,
my eyes are deceiving me.
Nah.
You're lying.
Yeah, right." But let's go back here.
Yeah, so I think that's a good week of highlighted posts in our group here. I'm gonna go finish that guy's video, Harry's video.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
gonna go finish Harry's video on my way home tonight.
If you want to highlight, if you have any other, we usually go over the main photos that people are really, really talking about. But if you do have a photo in there or a story, make sure you tag Beyond the Hub podcast in your post, and we'll take a look. And maybe you might make this the little live stream here. Well,
Anyway, with that being said, all right, everybody, that brings us to the end of our 30-minute live stream today. So take it away, Nick.
don't worry. The conversation doesn't end here. Join us on YouTube Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, where we discuss our next topic of the week.
And don't forget to tune in Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Nick's weekly videos. Until then, check out our most recent episodes if you haven't already. I'm positive you'll enjoy them. There are some good episodes. But as always, don't forget to stay curious and keep seeking the truth.
Just want to say one more thing. Yes, believers think we're crazy. Disbelievers think we're crazy. I used to see them at my old job. Lots of spirits. Want to hear more about that other than podcasts? So you go ghost hunting. I do. We have some other places that are coming up as well. Do love yous. Who said that? Anne Marie. We love you too. Crow Scrap. Thank you. And we'll see you all live next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So keep the conversation going in the comments, and also stay tuned for more
Meow.
Beyond the Hub podcast. Take care, everyone.
Take care.